Please check out our full line of training sandbags at pwrtraining.com. This is a total body workout called 25 Alive for 2 sets, 25 thrusters, spikes, push-ups, box step-ups, kettlebells, burpees, and high row squats. Let's get started. All you need for this workout is a sandbag, kettlebell, and a box. I'm using 40 pounds, you use any weight you want. This first exercise is called a thruster. I'm grabbing the bag in the middle handles, which I call position 1. When I roll it over my forearms to the top, I squat, trying to drop my hips at least equal to or below my knees. As I come up, what you want to do is you want to push the weight up in one solid motion all the way to the top. And when you get the weight to the top, try to imagine sticking your face or your head through a window. You actually want to push your wrists behind your ears when your arms are locked at the top if you can. Nice fluid motion, squatting and pressing all in one motion. When you come down, try to keep the weight on your forearm or up on your chest as high as you can. Ideally, the weight should be higher on the chest than I actually have it. So hold it up right on your chest, up near the top of your shoulders. Squat and press for 25 reps. This next exercise is called PWR spikes. Grab yourself some sort of padded mat, a yoga mat, or a thick towel. Grab the PWR sandbag. Once again, handles position 1, which is the inside 2 handles. You can close your hands and get a grip on it or keep your hands open, it won't matter. Starting with the bag over your head, pull it to about chest height or your waist, and then crunch up. Once you get the crunch to the top, fully extend your arms all the way up, also trying to push your head through just like you did on the thrusters. Try to keep your feet flat or whatever comfortable for your back. You can even lock your feet under something if you want to for support. Once again, I'm using 40 pounds, but use any weight you want. Also, if the workout gets a little challenging, drop the weight lower onto your lap. In other words, instead of keeping the weight up near your chest, drop it all the way onto your lap. That way you're not quite lifting the weight as much as you would if you didn't. If you want to make it more difficult, don't touch the bag over your head at the top. So you stop before the bag touches the ground. Stop before the bag. The rest of the movement is just the same. And then when you want to, go back to your regular standard movement by hitting the bag on the ground and alternate. Once again, 25 reps. This is what I call a standard push-up. I like to use a 2x4 or something to elevate my wrist, because what it allows me to do is keep my fingers pointed more towards the ground, and it doesn't push my wrist back quite as far. It doesn't take anything away from the movement, it just elevates your wrist off the ground. You can go as fast or as slow as you want on these, but try to keep your back flat. Don't raise your butt in the air and don't drop your butt to the ground, even if you have to stop. You're trying to go for full range of motion on these. This time I'm grabbing the bag in position 2, which is the outside handles. Bring the bag over my shoulder. Try to keep your head up as high as you can, looking forward. I really like this box step because what you're noticing here is that you're stepping up with one leg and stepping back with the same leg. So you're really only using one leg for this entire box step up. When you step up, bring your knee, follow the opposite knee up and spike it straight into the air, because you want to stand up straight on top of the box. Like I said, I really like these because it's basically a one-legged box step up. Try to remember to alternate your legs if you can. If you don't, it's okay, but go back to it as soon as you can. Stepping up with one leg, knee high, back. Opposite leg, knee high and back. One-legged box step with weight in your shoulders. I promise you're going to feel these in your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, the entire leg and glute area. Step up, keep your eyes forward, keep breathing, alternate legs, you're going to love this movement, I promise. 25 total reps, not 25 each leg. There are a lot of different ways to do a kettlebell movement. But when you buy a kettlebell, or if you're looking to buy a kettlebell, try to get one where both hands fit inside the opening. Because what happens if you don't, then you find you're doing the entire movement with just 2 or 3 fingers. That's why the kettlebell is wide at the top, has those big wide ears at the top. So you can fit both hands in side by side. So when you buy a kettlebell, make sure you look for that. Now on this movement, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but what you want to make sure you do is try to keep your head up, and when you come forward, push with the hips. It's not all arms, remember that. So you're actually thrusting forward and pushing the weight up. Now, how high you come is totally up to you. I like to come to at least eye level or higher. Once again, 25 reps on this one. Just like with the kettlebell, there are a lot of variations of burpees. You can even do a burpee without a push-up if you want to. You'll see a lot of people doing burpees and they'll jump at the top and clap their hands overhead, and that's even better. But for this workout, I'm going into the push-up position, and I'm actually doing a proper, I call a proper push-up. I'm standing up straight, dropping down, straight back, proper push-up. Because as with all PWR exercises, I want to work as much of my body as I can. You can keep your feet about shoulder width or wider apart. It gives you an easier platform to land on when you come up. The movement forward and backwards is really like a real quick movement. Another alternative to a strict push-up is what I call a serpentine push-up. Drop your hips all the way to the ground, push up, and then bring your hips and knees up last. Sometimes I'll do these if I get tired, and then I'll go right back to the stricter push-up once I can recover. But once again, that snapping movement where you bring your knees all the way to your chest, snap them up, and then stand all the way up. Because you really want to work those hip flexors, and you're working on a lot of your fast twitch muscle fiber here too, including increasing your cardiovascular conditioning. So it's back, push up, snap, stand up straight. We're going for 25 of these also. Stop and start whenever you feel like it. Now those of you that know me know that I love this movement. This is called a squat row or upright row. Grab the bag in position 1, squat down, and pull it all the way up. I mean, this really works your whole body. The squatting, the pulling, the head up, the shoulders back, squat and up. Pull it all the way up. And try to keep it as fluid as possible. Actually follow the bag down when you do this. As you come up, your arms are stiff until your legs are locked out. Then you pull the bag up to your chest. I promise you'll really like this. Sometimes I'll do this just for 100 reps, just because I really like the movement so much. Nice, fluid movement, head up, keep the airway open. 25 reps. This is the end of the first set. Complete 2 sets. Have a great workout. For more awesome workouts, go to PWR Training YouTube channel.